Hey folks, how's it going? Is it just me, or is it really too soon for yet another guild war? In any case, there's no escaping it, so we better make the best of it. And we start by trying to one-turn DX+. This is my usual short fights team. It mainly relies on mechanic and fairy, and sadly it's the only team I can use fairy in. The moment Cygames decides to buff her and make her playable again, I'm going to be a very happy person. For the moment, all she can do is bring a fairly large amount of damage due to her second skill, boosting our 1.6 million Ogis up to 2.1 million. But sadly, this is enough to take down the boss in one turn. Still, down to 32% in a single hit, it's not a bad start. But still, I've got a couple of new toys that I want to try out. In any case, this was a 1 minute and 9 seconds fight. Not too shabby, but we can definitely do better. My first new toy to join the frontline is Silva. I want to try her in combination with Song to see how much the damage can go up. She shouldn't conflict with Fairy, as she buffs her own charge attack damage cap up, while Fairy buffs a generic damage cap up. $3.2 million Ogis is a fairly decent number considering I didn't get any charge attack damage cap up in her rings. Sadly, we stopped at 26%, but still, it's progress compared to the previous run. Down to 1 minute and 3 seconds, but we have to go faster, much faster. So let's bring out yet another new toy. Clicking this replace button down here actually hurts. And there they are. I want to try first with just a single Ogi, then try and see if I can get them to double Ogi. As things are now, with the mechanic, even if the maids would be sitting in the full slot, they will only get as high as 160% Ogi, so we wouldn't be able to have them to double Ogi on turn 1. Maybe that can happen with Amira, and I'll try another round later. Damage-wise, we're still mostly fine. The maids can manage to deal up to 2.2 million damage just for one simple thing. I've put an intricacy ring on them, and I got very lucky with its roll. But on turn 1, we can only bring the boss down to 33%, so we're back to square one. And since this fight went on with 1 minute and 17 seconds, I definitely want to try something else. But I still kind of want to keep the maids as they are so freaking cute. As I said before, I want to try with Amira's buff to the charge bar gain. I'm not actually too sure on the numbers, but that's what experimenting is for. So of course we need her buff first. Here I'm going to buff the MC stats and give the Maid Servant Oath, so that should they reach 200% charge bar, they can do their checkmate or Ogi. Alright, the moment of truth. The damage is of course a little bit lower than before. We probably need an attack buff in here, but it would seem that we're stopping at 199%. Still, Hirogi could only have gone up to 3.2 millions or something like that, and it wouldn't have been enough to one-shot the boss. We need to review this strategy. Also, that 1% charge we're missing is kind of a joke. We are down to 1 minute and 21 seconds. This isn't working. I guess it's time to bring up the Bonito. And along with the Kengunito, I also want to bring Song and Silva. Song for her plethora of debuffs, and Silva for her own little debuff that increase damage based on the number of debuffs on the target. Button-wise, they still feel like they're a bit too many. But Kengo requires 4, the 5th one is Bonito, and as for the others, I really can't go below 1 button press for Song, Silva, nor the mates. So at the very minimum I am at 7 button presses plus 1 summon. Still, this is some very nice damage. I mean, MC alone took away more than 50% of his health. And I don't think that Silva even needs to Ogi at this point. So yeah, now that we've got the basics out of the way, we can start cutting a couple of corners. For this fight I could have reloaded after 40 seconds, so that's already a very good starting point for the one shot. So let's give this one more try and start cutting corners. We still need Song's debuff, we still need the 2 skills from Silva. I believe we can cut out the MC buff from the maids, but we still need to use their first skill. MC of course has to use all 4 of them, and we close with Bonito. Silva's debuff down here can help a little bit as well. And alright, MC's damage is 2.3 million even without Claudia's buff. But we're only down to 39 seconds. That's still 3 seconds slower than my fair team. But the boss goes down with the checkmate Ogi. We are overkilling it by about 2 million and a half damage. So this has to be the team, no two ways about it, but I believe we can skip another skill. Let's try Silva's and see how it goes. We're going to lose a little bit of charge attack damage from Silva, but we should be able to recoup that loss due to the mates buffing the chain burst cap at the end of the Ogi. This is where we can already reload, down to 35 seconds. If this works, I've set a new personal record for the fastest killing time for the EX Plus in any Guild War. Damn, Silva's Ogi goes down from 3.2 million to 2.1. Hopefully we can manage. And 2.2 millions of Ascension seals the deal. and it looks like I've got a new fastest time. All I have to do now is repeat this fight 3 to 4 times with the same process and see if there's any variable that can slow it down. Otherwise, that's it for me. So, let me guys know what you're running, let me guys know how your times are, and as always, good luck for your guild war. See ya!